Today we have our rematch against Peterhead in the Cup. We're playing our strongest 11. I cannot go out to them. Then we have a league game after it. That's all I'd say. We had played one game in between. We'll have a very brief talk about that. Let's then just get to it. Let's grab his gamer. My name is Duncan. Welcome back to the Elgin Experiment. Welcome, everybody. We played Dunfermline. We drew 1-1. Zach Run scored in 20 minutes. Stephen Bradley equalised for us on 24. Briggs played at right back because he was the only player that could for us. But we have a right back for today because Almangosh is back from international duty. So it'll be Barden in goals. Almangosh at right back with Ashley and Briggs coming in to our normal centre-half pairing with Ali on left back. Then on Pollock, Arnott, Bradley, Cummings and Hamilton. Pretty much the rest of our usual 11. Ross, Sturge, Chalk, Pettigrew, Wales, Kerr, Richards, Francis Cheney and McGinty on the bench. Kelly's picked up a knock and McGinty's on the bench because we have to have a goalkeeper on the bench for cup games. We are away from home and I fully demand, to be perfectly honest, we're the favourites here and I want us to play I want a fucking hammering of Peterhead after the last game. No ifs, no buts. Obviously I will settle for a win first and foremost, but genuinely we need to just hammer them. Give me belief back in the squad. Now, that's an aside. League table, we're still top of the league. We're 9 points clear. Weirdly. And I have kind of been thinking, I actually think us getting promoted again would be... That is a good finish from Cummins. Nips in front, puts 1-0 up. I think us getting promoted could be a massive downside. Because I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm almost 99% sure on this that we would be forced to go professional, not semi-professional. Our stadium, I'm kind of think wouldn't up to the minimum standard, and I can't exactly remember what it is. I don't know if we're fully seated, for example. So we'd have to rent a stadium. The closest team would probably be Inverness or Ross County, if I'm right. Again, not ideal, so we're renting a stadium, but then what I don't know if it would be automatically done, but I have a feeling the game would automatically get the board to sign off on either some form of construction work in the stadium. I don't think we'd be building a new stadium. I think they would just try and upgrade where they can to meet standard. So finances would immediately just go crashing down. I don't think we'd even make enough money back to fund the stands getting done up. Never mind the cost of us going professional. Because I think there would be extra cost. Now, the wages that the guys are on part-time are the same. I'd be looking to offer them full-time, but they probably want more money because obviously you're part-time, you could be working blah, 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 right? All that stuff. I actually think it'd be damaging for us financially to get promoted. But getting promoted would bring in a lot of money. But not the year we go up, it'd be the year we were up, because I'd imagine we'd probably come straight back down. So we'd have a lot of money coming in by the end of that let's say just first season Premier League. Now, if we stayed in the top division, then great, we'd be bringing in more money again. But I genuinely think I would prefer even say 4 or 5 seasons in the Championship. Let us continually build this squad and get a place where financially we can afford to upgrade our training facilities, upgrade our youth facilities. Because long term, we need to be developing our own players, and we just cannot do that. We can't do it because we're part-time, and we can't do it because our facilities are the worst they could possibly be, I think, other than not having any. And we need better coaches. All of that we can't do with the money we have. That's why I'm always kind of hopeful when the takeover stuff comes up. Because they might inject a load of cash. Now, if they injected a load of cash, we could then just straight away go, okay, with that big load of money, let's put it towards facilities. Now, I probably could have done that this season, but the fear I had for not doing it was I didn't know how much it's going to cost. And that's one of the things, generally, I hope to change in FM25, whenever we get it, that if you say, oh, can we upgrade the fucking youth facilities, and they'll say, okay, we'll upgrade them, it'll cost roundabout, and then give a number. Now, it can be a bit more than that or a bit less than that, obviously, but like just a rough estimate so you can look at the thing and go, do you know what, maybe let's hold off. Now, obviously, again, that's not really a decision a manager would take, but a manager should be able to go and request, if the money is there in the club to improve certain facilities. But yeah, so as the season goes on, because I don't want to do it just now, as the season goes on, if we get to, I mean, we're almost there as it is, to be honest. But let's say we get to December, January. If we're still 9 points clear, or we still have a healthy lead, and it looks like we generally might be in with a shout for promotion, I will probably ask that we improve, at the very least, our youth facilities. No. Probably our training facilities. And just try from there, because we need to get better at developing our own players, and it's something we just haven't really been able to do. Because the players who are being developing when they come here have, for the most part, been loan players, because they're still full-time, so the days that we're not training, they're with their parent club training, so they're still getting training from quality coaches, but we're giving them the game time they might not get otherwise. Which, it's a bonus. But yeah, it's kind of been going through my head the last kind of few days that weirdly, and I'm never going to throw it, so if we get promoted, we get fucking promoted. I will be the victim of my own success if need be. But it's like, would it be the worst thing if we went in a little bit of a losing run and kind of fell away from that automatic fucking league winning position? No, probably not. Ali is actually knackered. Bring on Sturge. Let's bring on Chalk. Just go center mid on support, please. Well, what I can say is we've got a comfortable 3-goal lead here. Now, since I started talking, Ashley scored a header just for half time, and Hamilton has scored. We're looking good. We're comfortably going through. That's what we needed. I've still got a substitute I can make. Do I? Shit, I do. I thought I'd made them all. Bradley is fucked. Let's bring on Kurt. So yeah, there's a lot I'm considering and thinking about, but it's so hard at times trying to figure out what is genuinely the best thing to do for the club. Oh, unlucky. I mean, obviously another promotion would be great. It would look amazing, but our squad isn't really good enough, I don't think. But then, like, there's all the other stuff that surrounds it that's like, it's probably not in our best interest to do so just now. But again, there is going to become a point where ideally we are going to be forced to go full time, and we are going to have to do whatever we need to do in the stadium if the stadium isn't up to standard. Now, the stadium might be up to standard, and I'm just, excuse me, panicking over nothing. Absolutely a possibility. One that I kind of hope is the case. But you never really know. You never really know. We've got Brecon City again. That is another, in terms of making it in the next round, it's another good draw for us. Not going to make as much money, but it is a decent draw. We'll be back in literally just a couple of in-game days while we take on St Johnstone. And I was just having a look ahead to see when the Brecon game is. It is in January. See you in a second. Right, we're back for the second game. I've had to make a couple of changes, but it's mostly just for fitness. Bardens and goals. Almangosh and Ali will take up their full-back positions. Both centre-backs have changed. Ashley and Briggs, not fully fit. So I'm going to risk swapping both of them out for these two. Barry has been told we will not be renewing his contract. Chalk is replacing Denham. No, he's not. Denham's contract's up at the end of the season. No decision made. Pettigrew is going to come in for the injured Pollock. And Arnott keeps his place. Bradley, Cummings both keep their place. Hamilton, contract up in the summer. No decision made. Zach Sturge is on the bench, but he has been told he can leave on a free. And so was someone else who I forgot. On the bench, Ashley, Sturge, Kelly, Chalk, Richards, Wales, Francis Cheney, Kerr, and Briggs. Big game. Big game. St Johnstone are absolutely a team who could hammer us. And I'm playing my weakest actual weakest two centre backs possible. So really, if we lose, I am fully to blame. But they weren't fully fit, and one game should not be making or breaking our season. So let's see how we go on. We are at home, and I can tell you right now we're not fully seated as a stadium after talking about it. They're all fucking standing. I'm pretty sure for the Premier League, your stadium must be fully seated. That's an issue. So yeah, if we get promoted, I think we'll have to rent a stadium. Right, okay, cool. I was going to start singing there and then decided against it almost immediately. Yeah. There was a few players, well, not a few, there's loads of players that we were interested in that are out of contract in the summer, but as per normal, we're just not going to approach them. I am not really wanting to make moves for people until I know what division we're in, who we are definitely going to try and keep and not keep. I mean, it's weird. So Denham's, 3.5-star coach rating or something just now, and yet the coaches are saying not to give him a new contract, he's not good enough. And it's like, he is, on paper, I guess, one of our best players, and he's not good enough. Like, come on. So yeah, I'm not going to make any major decisions. Obviously, we'll probably make a couple of signings in January, but in terms of like players whose contracts are up just now, not really there yet. Another player's contract's up to McGinty, but we know there's interest in him. So we're going to just try and sell him in January, or at the very least just move him on, even if it isn't a free. I don't really care. Freeing up his wages would be a bonus, and then we can just bring somebody in as backup, be it a guy on loan or another goalkeeper. Just watching us really struggle to create chances. Well, not create chances, get shots on target. For me, it's any of our stands seated. Jesus. Oh, it was Ide, the right back. The young right back we put out on loan. We've said we're not going to renew his contract, even though we could have triggered it for another year. He's just not going to be good enough. Probably going to end up doing the same with Stedman, who's also out on loan. I mean, I kind of said it last season, and I kind of still in some capacity want to be doing that, where, you know, every time we've guys going out of contract, they move on, we bring in people better than the players who are ahead of them in their positions or whatever, and then the next set. So we're always just like, whoever's like so for example, Hamilton just now is our first choice, right? So if we let him go, we need to be bringing in somebody better than him. But let's say it was, I think Richards' contract's up as well. But say Hamilton's got another year left on top of this, but it's Richards that's contract's up. You'd let Richards go, you'd bring in a new first choice striker, drop Hamilton down to second choice, whatever. Now that's on like terms of like the video game side of things, and everybody's like ideal situation, that's what would happen. But like finances, pretty much say no to that most of the time. You don't want a guy who's like one of your highest paid players not playing. You're better just letting them go at that point. So we really need to make a decision on Hamilton. Thing is, the guy has been consistently scoring goals for us in League One and now in the Championship. But it's one of those where if we do get promotion, he's probably not good enough to be our first choice. But would he be okay as an option? Possibly. But would he want to be an option? That's a different conversation. So, not many people want to go from being the main man to a bit part. You know? Not at the club that they're currently at anyway. So yeah, tough one. We've had 7 shots, 3 on target this game so far. St John's have had 4 shots, none on target. We are absolutely dominating possession. Our passing accuracy is a lot better. We've had a lot more corners, but we're just not converting, it seems, the chances we are getting. Hamilton is having a poor game, to be fair. Let's bring on Francis Cheney. Excuse me. And let's also take off Arnott. He is having a poor game. We'll bring on Kelly. Give us that playmaking option. I'm also going to bring on Briggs for Ross. He's having a poor game. With those couple of changes, we'll see how that goes for his one in defence. And then one in midfield and one up top. I thought we were going to win that header. Head out the back post. It's headed away. We'll make those changes now. With half an hour or so left to play. Bradley's also not maybe having the best of games. He's another one to keep an eye on and maybe bring off. Right, Bradley delivered the corner though. Good ball. Briggs does everything right to get in front of the player and win the header, but it's just not good enough with the header. Not ideal. Do I want to make a risky move? Kinda. Going to bring on Richards. We're going to go 4-2-4. Francis Cheney, Poacher, Armani Richard, advance forward. Pettigrew. We kind of switched to this at the end of the last game, if you remember, but it was a number 10. We're going for a striker. They've saved a chance or whatever. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's see if we can give up a little bit maybe of our midfield battle and see if we can get the shot away. Briggs. Cummings is doing well. Unfortunately, lose the tackle though. Oh, fuck's sake, man. Have the shot, Francis Cheney. I know usually I moan at him for being like selfish and stuff, but the one time he tries to not be selfish is the wrong option. That ball almost went out. Cummings, have a go. Oh, he's at the post. Francis Cheney taps it in, but it's offside. He's still only scored one goal this season. A guy I would love to move on. Kerr. Gets the ball to Ali. Gets it to Cummings. Cuts it across. Francis Cheney hits the ball off a defender. It's a corner. That was pretty poor. Good tackle, Ali. I was panicking that it was going to be a penalty. Fuck me. Oh, fuck off. That was shit. We shouldn't be losing. Says we're having only one okay or decent striker is causing us such a fucking nightmare. Can't put the ball in the fucking net. And if Hamilton does have a bad game, there's nobody decent enough to replace him with just now. Fuck's sake. Cummins can hold his head up. He's had a decent. How have you missed? How have you not scored that, Kerr? I don't know. He's. I know they're playing intercepted, but fuck me, he's got to be scoring. Well done, Pettigrew. It's a good ball. What? Why? Why would you cut that back? Referee's going to blow here. Oh, so disappointing. Especially being the better team. Cummins has had a good game. Briggs has done well since he came on. Yep, we should have won the match. Absolutely no doubts about it. I mean, we're still 6 points clear of Falkirk, 7 of St Johnstone, 9 of Clyde. Like, we're still got a nice gap. It's fine. It's fine. Not ideal, but it's fine. And then I've got another game in a couple of days' time. Both of these two are in a goal drought. I already kind of know when I'm going to come back. I think I'm going to come back mid-January. I'm going to come back for the Dunfermline game, and I want to come back for the Brechin game. Do you want to know? Fuck it. Let's come back for Brechin and St Johnstone right kind of mid and then kind of tail end of January. We'll see what business I've done up to that point. We'll see how we got on in this run of games, and then what business we might look to do between the end of the St Johnstone game finishing and the Hamilton game. Because that's maybe a good indicator of have we improved overall squad, blah, blah, blah. But I think that gives us a good little run now. Gets us to January, and we'll see what happens. I'm hoping that we keep up a relatively good form of the season. I mean, all in all, not that bad. I mean, what? There's the let's just keep the boop. Let's just keep championship fixtures up. I mean, it's not a bad run of form for a team that should be mid-table. We're doing pretty fucking well. Yeah, our form's dipped a little bit just now. That's not ideal, but we have a nice run of games. Whether or not they're good or bad result, awkward like matches for us, being home and away or whatever, it doesn't matter. We have a run of games now. We can try and get back to this form, but we'll see. We'll see. If you enjoyed today's episode, please do leave a thumbs up. It does greatly help the channel out. I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.